All right, folks, live from Hockey Night in Scottsdale. We are back, baby. Bobby Gucci, Jay Swish, back in the saddle here. We are live from the Chin of Scottsdale, Arizona tonight, doing a marquee matchup.
Brian Boyle.
Brian Boyle with a quarter Windsor on and a suit that he might have got at Joseph A. Bank or Neiman Marcus. Couldn't tell what type of plaid that was. Anyways, folks, we are back at the game here. For tuning in for this marquee matchup between, well, the Lower Manhattan New York Strangers, Pete Laviolette. Oh my God, who is a sniper? The Billy Brett Pesci.
Someone just said it looks like the set of an ISIS video. We're gonna have a better set soon, but you're not wrong.
No, we have Brick did kill a guy in here, but folks, we are doing the Rangers. We are doing the New Jersey Devils. This is our first alternate cast of 2025, brought to you by nothing but our own chins. Gooch, how we feeling, baby?
Good. I'm starting to figure out that Chipotle might not be good for you. I had a little bit of Chipotle today.
Oh,
this is the second time in a row where, like, even 6 hours later, you just feel like a piece of shit. So I don't know if they change the ingredients or what, or if to me, if it's them, but I'm starting to think it's not that great for your body. So
you can't trust a fart when you eat Chipotle. The thing is, it just bubbles in your guts for about 2 days. I actually had it the other day when I was in a pinch when we got back from LA. And I went over there because it was one of the only things open when I wanted to eat dinner at about 9 p.m. local standard.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have Chipotle, and I got 2 tacos and a burrito bowl, and I think I was sick for more or less 14 hours. It wasn't perfect. You just, like, burp up just random shit. And it's like the steak, I think, is made out of plastic now. The chicken, I think, is probably a little bit safer than the steak. But then you got to worry about the lettuce being just, it's just a lot of different things that are not perfect over there at Chipper.
It is not good.
Well,
I mean, it tasted good. It tasted good.
Right.
It's not even as cheap as it used to be either.
No, I mean, it's $20 now. It used to be 12, but I mean, like I said before, Chipper $20 lunch, La Grande Orange, a place like that here in Scottsdale. That's the best $60 lunch. It's crazy, like lunch nowadays. If you want something decent and you're a bigger fella that likes to maybe eat a little more, you're looking at $40 all in.
Oh yeah, even more. Like lunch now, a good lunch is $50.
I mean, we were at Erewhon the other week, like this week earlier. Sorry, and I mean, my lunch I think was $158.
Yeah,
I didn't even get a booze or a mimosa or anything. I didn't get a tug. I got nothing with that. I think it was 2 sushi rolls, a smoothie, and an Americano, and I got something to go maybe. And it was Mountain Valley water, exactly, and that was $14. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's not great.
No, it's not. But anyways, folks, if you're just joining us, 17-16 remaining in the first frame over here. Again, we're doing the New York Rangers and the visiting New Jersey Devils. I wonder if Jack Hughes is going to do something to try to embarrass the goalie, not score on him, but try to embarrass him. So we'll see what that TikTok hockey is all about over here. Hopefully he gets a breakaway maybe early in the game. Matt Rempe back from suspension in the Iron League, served his 8-gamer in semi-seclusion, was in Hartford doing time as Adam Fox walks the dog and elects to go to his backhand. That is gobbled up by Brett Pesci, who blocks and steers that to the corner. But good to see Rempe's back. I'm hoping tonight, I would like to see him elbow somebody just for the fuck of it. Who cares?
I have a question for Rempe. Can he just play hockey? Like, can he just listen? We've been on here a million times. It's always hilarious when a guy like Rempe elbows somebody directly in the head. But is he capable of just playing hockey? Can he hit a guy clean? Does he have to, like, he was talking to the press? Hold on one sec. 2-on-1, not really. I don't know. 2-on-3.
Yep.
But can he lock in and not hit somebody directly from behind? Like, is he even capable of doing it? I don't think he is.
I don't think he is. And other than being 6'8", I would say an average heavyweight fighter. It's not like he's like a top 3 heavyweight in the league. What does he even do here?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
can he play hockey? I don't even know yet.
Like, he's not fast. He has no skill.
His dad's gay.
His dad just came out, so congrats to Mr. Rempe, who is gay.
I just made that up. Sorry.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know exactly what he even does on the sheet that provides anything other than maybe giving a guy concussion or hitting Miro Heiskanen directly from behind and putting his chin on the wall. Like, what does he do? He doesn't impact the game any other way other than, I guess, fighting, but like,
oh, the right idea there. Trocheck
is he even that good of a fighter being 6'8"? Like, I don't even know.
I'm
not a fighter.
But also,
I'm a lover.
He just had an 8-game suspe, right? So now he can't even play that dipshit hockey that he was playing before because the next one's going to be 20. Yeah. So it's like, what is he going to do? Let's keep an eye on him tonight. Also, Arthur Kaliev in the lineup coming over from Los Angeles via waivers, Swish.
Yeah, hit the waiver wire, and you never know how that's going to go. Is the team going to pick me up? Am I going to go down to the jungle, and I might be forgotten about forever? It's the waiver wire. I've been on a few times. Is one of the scarier places to hang out. You honestly just sit there for about 24 hours and you get shit-faced all day, and you wake up and you see what happens. Your agent calls you. He says, yes, you got claimed, or no, you did not. You're going down to San Antonio in my case in that time. And then you get really shit-faced. But anyway, speaking of getting shit-faced, Matt Rempe, I wonder what he's doing down in Hartford. Just going back to him, and lastly on this, is just like, if he can't play that criminal element, he's not a great skater. He has no real touch around the front of the net. What exactly do you do here? It's from a classic quote from Office Space when they're talking to Milton. What do you exactly do here, Milton? Well, I don't even know. So let's keep an eye on him tonight. I'm sure he'll be, first game back. He's going to be cautious. Maybe McDermott gives him one. They impact the game that way. Here the two big boys are right now. They're faced off in the neutral zone. Maybe we'll get a scrap early. We'll see. But he's just, look at him. He just like fell on his ass like a tripod. It's just like, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy, but I think he's actually a horrible hockey player.
I mean, I'm looking up his stats right now for Hartford. He's not a guy that's relied on for points, but 5 points in 18 games. It's just like, dude, especially in today's game, man. It's
right. Like if he's not going to fight every night or do something.
Oh,
that was a goal.
That went in.
That was connector bar and in on the left side. That's Luke Hughes, folks, getting the first one of the game.
Was
New
it?
Jersey Devils, number 43, unless I'm drunk as hell.
No,
yes.
that's him. They had the camera on Heishier the whole time. I don't know if it was a deflection, but I think you're right.
I mean, that was in the back of that. They're going to meet the big boys here. Kelly Sutherland, some of the fellows going to gather up at MSG, and Pete Laviolette not only losing hair, but gaining weight.
He's still getting fat.
Addition by subtraction, folks. And we're going to get a look here. Lukey Hughes puts that seeing eye shot on net. Does it go bar? And oh my God, why'd they call that a goal? They're drunker than us. Wow, when end over end, and
that's not even close.
And a guy sitting there on that left post who hasn't been the same since Jacob Trouba found his chin is Timo Meier. Timo Meier,
I forgot he was in
ever since that concussion, when he came over from the San Jose Sharks at the deadline and then ultimately played in that playoff series, got re-inked on a long-term ticket, has not been the same since Jacob Trouba. Remember that hit in the middle of the ice, right around the blue line of the dot? Oh, my God. And his eyes were in the back of his head as he was going through the shake-through line the following day. Okay, Stripes. I mean, I don't know where you were last. I don't know if you're at China Club hanging out with Mark Messier.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Peter Laviolette looks huge.
Yes, he's not small. And Sheldon Keefe has definitely swallowed another airbag. So good to see Kiefer was eating well over the holidays. I know he likes his turkey deep fried. I know he likes a lot of gravy on his wife's nipples. So good to see Kiefer staying up with a calorie input, as well as Pete Laviolette, the Never Hungry League boys. You're doing well. You're making us all proud. You're eating good. So
why are NHL coaches getting so fat?
I don't know. I don't know why they don't work for Applebee's eating good in the neighborhood, because these guys look like they literally just butt tuck Buffalo Wild Wings queso 6 times a week.
By the way, Swish, I just want to mention, it is actually fucking cold in Arizona right now. It's like the wild West Coast wind. Shout out to, not shout out, but hopefully everyone in LA is safe. It's actually wild over there. We got Nick, who is just dying to fucking know. Did you ever see Alex Semin play?
Live? I think maybe once. He was out of the league before I got into the league, but one of my favorite players of all time. I always talk about Alex Semin. I love the Russians. I love Russians that don't play defense. I love Russians that drink before games. I love Russians in the locker room. They don't give a fuck. They get a free pass because they are Russian. They smell. They wear jumpsuits. They spend all their money on designer bags and materialistic items. I love everything Russians are. I wish I was a Russian player, because you get that pass. You just get just different benefits of being Russian. So, yeah, one of my favorites of all time would play his offside. He was a righty. He'd play on the left side, and he would just come over that blue line and fucking look for a one-timer or uncork a wrister that he could beat a goalie essentially anywhere within the blue line. It was crazy.
Nope, no luck with Boston venues yet. We're still trying. Yeah, how do we feel about Jeremy Roenick suing Bedard?
What did he say?
He was mad that Bedard didn't say hi to him. And like the veterans, he said he was disrespectful. Like all the other players came up and said hi. I just thought, like, if that's actually a problem, like that a 19-year-old didn't say hi to you, it's like, come on, man.
Your time's passed.
Yeah, I love Jeremy Rennick. I feel
do too.
like it's bullshit that what happened with him and NBC and all that, but I just barely read it. That I guess he was upset that Bedard didn't say hi to him and Chelios or something. And I don't know. Bedard probably doesn't even know who the fuck they are. The kid was born in 2015.
Yeah, he was born literally 5 months ago. I mean, should he pay respect to his veterans? Absolutely. But it's a different time and era in the TikTok era. It just is. I mean, I hate to say it, and I don't think that's something you should be offended by, though. At the same time, it's like if this kid's not going to say hi to me, then fuck him.
Who cares? Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? You're in the Hall of Fame.
Boston or New York show live soon. Guys, we're trying. We got to go through the details. I feel like sometimes people don't realize there's a lot of fucking back-end bullshit we have to deal with, a lot of fucking dipshits we have to deal with. That's no disrespect to anybody from Boston or New York. I'm talking about previous venues, not Chicago. Shout out Spence. Chicago is incredible. We will announce it as soon as we know, and we're trying every single day. Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, we're working on that. We will get different things sorted out. Shout out to the Barn Hockey Bar in Chicago, the corner of Ogden and Madison. That is West Madison. Awesome staff. Spence, the owner there, is a great chin. So we're going to bring it back east here, folks, in terms of getting back to the coverage of the game right now at the Mecca.
Everyone wants to know where you got your hat.
It's nasty, eh? It's got that old skater like kickback too on it. It's not exactly off the rack, folks. I got this over at Shields Sporting Goods, and of all places, Salt Lake City, Utah. I saw it and I said, you know what? I need that right now. So if you're ever in the Midwest, you're ever in Texas, go to Shields. It's one of the greatest sporting goods stores. It makes Dick's Sporting Goods look like a redheaded stepchild. But back to the game, folks. Speaking of redheaded stepchild, the redheaded stepchild of the New York Strangers are the New Jersey Devils, and they are on a 5-on-4 power play, and they can't get much going right now in terms of generating any offense and or shots. We got 50-odd seconds left as Jacob Markstrom sets up that puck for Lukey Hughes, who is going to run the drop breakout to Dawson Mercer, who famously didn't score a game until like game 80 last year. So we'll see what he can do this year. Oh, my shake and bake.
Why can't teams stop that stupid fucking drop pass shit?
Just because it's like if you give them too much respect, then it's an easy break in, and all of a sudden you get burned on like a 3-on-2. So you kind of got to sit back on that blue line. And if you have a guy that can skate or two of them, it's 1 or 2 passes and it's a clean entry. I mean, it's just hard. It's just a hard play to stop, especially if you have some good puck carriers.
Cotter looking nice with the hands tonight. Woo!
Cotter's looking good. He must have got tugged by his wife or whoever.
By the way, fuck, I was just going to say something I forgot. Oh, yeah, the Rangers suck 5-on-5.
Yeah, the Rangers just suck in general, and it's just funny to watch because everyone in New York just loves their team, and you got to love that. But these guys, I mean, you trade your captain hoping for different things. You get rid of some big character guys in Barclay Goodrow last year. Now, listen, that guy wasn't great throughout the regular season, but he did have a nice postseason, and I never thought they were a championship team last year, but they lose a few pieces. They trade their captain, and all of a sudden, it's mayhem in New York, and got a little bit of a dust up here in terms of Artemi Panarin and Paul Cotter. Panarin probably not going to drop the gloves. He has a few times in his career. Cotter willing and able. As we're getting
who the fuck is that?
A guy that actually came up. I can't pronounce his last name, but came up through the Winnipeg system and then played in Montreal a little bit. He's got terrible feet.
Kovacic.
Oh, my toe.
That was nice.
Oh, my twinkle toe Markstrom. Edward Van Winkle twinkle toe. Pete Laviolette just went over to Neiman Marcus, got the biggest shirt they have in terms of a button down.
Keep that chat buzzing. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. 11:31, folks, if you're following along right now on the goddamn chin. Pete Laviolette arguing with the official. We're going to get a too many men call on the New York Strangers. Matt Rempe looks like he went down to Hartford, and got a Turkish fade and a fresh cleanup in and around the chin. So good for Rempe going over to the barber shop and doing what he needed to do to clean up his image, one would say. Devils back on the power play. Dougie Hamilton, for a guy that can't skate and is very soft in his own right, has made a lot of money.
Woo!
Just goes to show you, folks, if you're soft and you can make a good first pass, you can make about $100 million. So good on Dougie Hamilton.
For a guy named Dougie, too. It's not bad.
No. And for a guy that famously pulled shoot against Alexander Ovechkin, one of the most all-time iconic clips ever, I just literally let him get it. Oh, my, sick. Little Jizzy Hughes.
Some Instagram hockey.
That was little, yeah.
Oh, that's a juicy rebound. Okay. How did he do that? How did he just knock that puck down like that?
Jizzy is buzzing like a no vacancy sign, folks. Sam Rosen on the call for MSG Network his last year before he resigns and sails off into the sunset. One stop he'll be making on his retirement tour, as he always does before games. He goes to the West Garden and gets a little bit of a, Ty Royal rubdown. That was a great play by Jack Hughes. He's kind of buzzing tonight. Paul Cotter, though, like you mentioned, Rob, I think he's one of those guys that his hands are working early in this game. I think he's got one maybe tonight, and just the way he was moving. When you can see that guy's got a little patience, little poisey state, if you will, early on in the game. He's feeling good. It usually correlates to later in the game, and he's going to get a few chances, as he always does. And you know what? I think he's got one tonight, just on pure instinct of what I think.
Looks like the Devils are cooking, but they can't get anything done. Like right there, like if you're Jack Hughes, I'm not gonna tell Jack Hughes how to play hockey, but why try to go through 4 guys? Is it because he wants to embarrass the Rangers again?
He might want to just simply embarrass them. And what's that guy, Steve Valaquette?
Yeah,
can go in between periods. And the thing is, with regional broadcast, people got to realize they are all homers, and that's what people want to hear. So, you know what he did? He got press and eyes on them. All press is good press. Jizzy Hughes, though, here, fella. Let's see what he can do. Working the half wall. Like a piece of A5 Wagyu, just massaging that pill right now. Oh, he's in Gretzky's office. Slides it over to Brat. You like Brat's game?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh!
Yeah, I love Brat's game. Great skater, smart. He was a diamond in the rough in that draft.
Timo Meier, like, his body is literally like a porta potty, and then his legs are massive too. But I feel like his arms are really short, like the Kool-Aid man. He's got a really weird body.
The Rangers can't even clear the puck. It's hilarious. They're just sending it right at the Devils.
How does Sam Carrick afford to live in Manhattan? Oh my God!
What is going on?
I don't know. They're drunk.
Everyone just stopped playing.
Keandre Furta has been lost for 40 weeks. If Matt Rempe suck Trochi.
Oh!
Wow. Oh,
that's a slash.
It's a hack and a hook.
Holy shit.
If Rempe goes full Rafi Torres tonight, I would love that. Just do it for the league's sake, man. Eat another $300,000. Get a 40-game suspension. Fuck it. You'll make it back.
Does he get paid on NHL if he gets suspended or not paid at all?
You don't get paid at all.
That would be so sick.
I know. That's what I mean. He went down to Hartford and he didn't even get paid. But you can play in the AHL when you're suspended in the NHL, but not vice versa.
So you're playing for free?
Yes.
I would sit out just in case I got hurt. Is that allowed?
I don't know, because he's still on an entry-level contract, so you don't really have a ton of pull. They're go down and you've only played 22 games and you've been suspended 8 times. What do you say? You know what I mean? You don't really have a ton of pull.
You got to get your touches too.
Yeah, it's just when you're always a piece of property in this league. You're just a piece of meat, but really so, you're basically an inmate when you're on an entry-level contract.
Yeah.
Just how it is. GMs know that, and they just squeeze your balls until,
You're an oppressed white man.
Yeah,
unless you're black or
Russian.
Asian.
Yeah. Asian hockey players are actually sick.
There needs to be more Asian hockey players. They have they have the body for it. They're quick. And here's another penalty in the Rangers. The Rangers are so bad. Can we not do Rangers games anymore?
Yeah, I just wanted to do this just literally for McDermott and Rempe, but I agree. I just wanted to see
They're
these
so
two
bad.
V6. I remember Curtis McDermott skating with him in the summer in LA, the summer I lived out there. And this guy literally could not stick handle a puck. And I say this in the nicest way possible. He had a decent shot. He could barely skate. We were skating on a smaller rink, and we were doing these silhouette turns and a lot of just D-related drills with one of their skills coaches. And he went back for a puck, pivoted, kind of came up the wall, and then went around the center circle and then gapped up, and then he had to do an escape turn towards the wall. And I remember him turning, and he just face planted on the wall, knocked himself out, got up after 40 seconds, maybe not 40, 30, kind of gathered himself, and he did it right in front of all of his backup sticks because they're just leaned over the wall. And he breaks one of them, picks up another one, breaks the other, and gets off the ice.
That's fucking...
It was hilarious. It's big tree fall hard. But that guy is an absolute nail gun. You do not want to see him drunk off the ice either, folks.
Dipshit doesn't have a clue about hockey, but Swish balances it out. you're behind a screen. You are a pussy.
Come on, buddy.
Just an absolute pussy. Just another day, another pussy on the internet. All right. Where's that one about Buffalo? Yeah, Buffalo show. We're gonna definitely come to Buffalo. We just don't know when yet. Rob, what position would you be on the power play? I would just park my white ass in front of the net and just fucking try to deflect shit. I'll get hit by a puck. I don't really care. I don't want to be on the half wall or the point. I just want to be in front of the net, just mucking it up. Swish, what are your thoughts? Oh, this is that dickhead that was just talking shit. So fuck you. You're not getting any airtime on the stream, you pussy ass bitch. How much box will I get rocking the Hockey Night in Scottsdale hoodie to the bars?
Well, depending on how much box you get right now, that's going to have to determine a lot with it. But I would say it would increase your percentage probably by at least 68%. I mean, it's a lot. It's 2/3. So listen, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to go home with a Maurice Richard, and that is a rocket, a certified rocket. But I'd like to think that, you do a little bit of damage just because you're rocking that and you get, secondhand box per se.
Thoughts on the potential downfall of the Bruins? I'm so tired of hearing about the Bruins fans panicking. Shut the fuck up. You're in a playoff spot. Yeah, they're not playing well. Just shut up. The roster's not even good enough for you to complain. Like,
what does the Fox say? He says, you know what? I'm Jewish, and I'm going to fire a piss missile right on net. And it was a seeing eye fortuitous bounce type of shot. And the 23 car, I believe, gets his second or third of the season. The young man, the Harvard product, the Long Island product with a quagmire-like chin, tees it up for himself. And it wasn't a hard shot, but it hits the stick of the Devils defenseman, the guy, Kojoika Dick, breaks it in half. And it takes a hell of a little just fucking, tipperoo, little dive, duck, dive, and dodge. And Markstrom not able to find that, rightfully so. 1-0 Rangers over the redheaded brothers.
Yep, 1-0 Rangers.
Folks, we're 7:45 remaining in the first period over here. Riley Smith plays the puck down. That is intercepted by Dougie Hamilton, shovels shit up the wall, and that is ultimately picked up by Jack Hughes, and he tries to take it over the offensive blue line before Aoki Zibanejad sends the puck up 100 feet to Riley Smith. Riley Smith is just one of those guys that, Kelly McCrimmon, he is a dickhead for getting rid of all of his guys whenever he wants. He's a high-flying cowboy, but I think that was the one that he saw a depreciating asset and got rid of out of his hands and kept Barbashev. Great move.
Yep, fucked up on Marchessault, and he fucked up on that other guy. Who was it? Alec Martinez.
Yeah, Marty.
But dude, get your guys signed before the playoffs, so they're going into the playoffs as a core unit. If you leave guys unsigned in the playoffs, you don't have as tight as a locker room as you would if they were signed. Does that make sense? So I think by letting Marchessault go to the offseason, by letting Martinez go to the offseason, it's just not the best move to have your guys go into the playoffs when a few key pieces don't even know if they're going to be there next year. So should have got him signed early, but yeah, I'm sure he knows that's a mistake, and I know everything about hockey. So
100%. And we're getting a live look here at 34, Arthur Kaliev, who came over from LA. He spent years in Ontario in terms of the Reign, as well as the New York Rangers. But the flip script tip moment of the game, well, you know what? Adam Fox gets a very fortunate bounce, is able to find a twig of a New Jersey Devils defender, Koyoka Dick pick, and you know what? That thing slows down, gets over under the old waffle of Jacob Markstrom, and we got a 1-0 game. Rangers not playing great.
No, they're playing like shit.
But get a goal, and Keandre Miller, he's one of those guys I'm going to watch. I'm going to see how he is. There's a lot of negativity around him. What's his game like? His game hasn't been on for a year. He's floating. He's making mental mistakes, all these errors. I want to watch a guy like this play tonight, and he's one of those guys where I don't know what the coaching staff is saying to him.
Was it a DEI hire?
But it's just you know what I mean? If a guy's struggling for that long, why don't you sit him out? Why don't we have him talk to someone maybe outside of the organization, get perspective from an older player, an older veteran, maybe that played years back? I don't know. You got to think outside the box. You can't just let this guy go on and just play dog shit hockey is what I'm trying to say. There's got to be some things you got to work out with help outside of just Pete Laviolette, because clearly that message is not getting through.
It also doesn't help when everybody's playing pretty bad.
No, it don't. When she rains, she pour. It don't help.
Ryan Lindgren here, the human concussion, gets it out of the zone. back in the zone. Offside. Who's wearing 65?
That is, I believe, that Berard kid.
Yeah.
Coming up from the minors. I believe he's out of Providence, Rhode Island. Rangers up 1-0. What does the Fox say? He says, fuck you, Jacob Markstrom. How do you like me now? What do we got in the chat, Bob?
We got a lot of shit in the chat, dude, which is good. Good to see here. Swish, you've answered this a bunch, but maybe he's new here. Did you ever fight in the NHL or the AHL?
I never chucked him in the NHL. I had a couple dust-ups in the AHL. I think I had one preseason chuck maybe, but no, dude, I didn't really fight. I was more of a power play guy. How are you? We had so many nail guns on our team as is in St. Louis and in Chicago in the minors. I would have been like the 12th or 13th seed to fight. So it never got to that point, but I wish I would have thrown down at least once in the show just to say I did it. Like, especially now these days where you can kind of grab a guy and just piss pump him.
I don't know.
Then, like, there was still like a decent amount of tough guys.
I don't know what channel the college football playoffs are on, but I actually completely forgot about that. Tips for getting your buddy out of a dry streak, maybe a ladies' night send. You know what, man? It's honestly up to your buddy. Like, you can help, you can take the camel to the water, but it's going to be up to him. He just got to stick his boots in the mud and then stick his wrench in something. I'll go out with him, maybe be a wingman, but it's going to be up to him, man.
Like, you can't just, like, it's not like you're going to grab that guy's wrench and stick it into some chick and be like, here you go, buddy. Or it's like, you know, what the Mormons do where they soak, where you actually have to go home with a spotter and then they shake the bed for you because they don't actually whack. Is you get on the bed and then your buddy just shakes it for you. Like, that is not a realm. It's not one of the possibilities. So what you have to do is go out. Obviously, if you're wheeling, more pussy attracts pussy. I know that sounds like I'm talking like a frat bro, but it is the law of attraction. Anything like that. If you're wanted, more people around you are going to want you. It's like when you're talking to a chick that she knows you have a girlfriend, but she only likes you because she wants to be the one to take you off her hands. So it's one of those things, man. You got to get around it. You got to get in the game and you got to be boots on the ground. And there's only so much you can do for your buddy.
When's Smitty going to hire you to work with the club? Soak Lake, needs some great. It's getting deep up here, boys. Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, fuck. I am not qualified for that job, but
we should definitely talk to Smitty and maybe we can do some alternate casting. I know they have an alt cast right now. I'm not sure exactly who it's with, but maybe we could jump on, next year, whatever it is, and I'll talk to Smitty, guys. I'll tweet at him. I don't talk to GMs. I talk to owners. That's what I always tell people. So back to the game over here, folks. It smells like dope in this.
Gucci is a puddle. What does that even mean? Really just getting bent over on the internet this week. So
yeah,
you're behind the screen.
Live, laugh, love.
Faggot.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't be a pussy across the screen, folks. Hockey Night Scottsdale is always about positivity. And if you don't like us, well, fuck off and fuck you. So back to the game here. 4:43 left in the first period. And we do get a live look at Curtis Lazar, who famously signed a 12-year deal at $600K. So after he's done playing, he will go right back to the oil field and have to work for about 30 more years, but he will have 600-odd NHL games. Getting a live look here at the New York Strangers, their fourth line. Their fourth line seems like they're playing a lot right now. I don't know why. We have Rempe, we have Carrick, we have a lot of guys that stick handle like they're dribbling a basketball. And you know what I would like to see is the New York Rangers bring back the Lady Liberty jerseys. Those things are unreal, dude. I just don't.
Yeah, those are
sick.
Look at Peter Laviolette blowing bubbles. That's so sick.
Pete Laviolette hanging on for dear life. In all seriousness, hope Pete's okay. He's been battling through the dark days of the Manhattan winter. He's gotten to this point. He got to 2025 when he probably didn't want to see the light of day coaching this team. But right now, folks, again, 4:14 remaining here in the first frame. And not a ton going on as we're getting a look at Bastian as well as a few other members of the third line. The fourth line for the New Jersey Devils. And Shesterkin's going to set it up with his Brian pads, and we have some Russian defenseman. I have no idea what his name is, but Braden Schneider on the right side. What's that?
I was just mocking Rosen going the first period.
First period.
Or no, that was the other guy. Oh, what is? Shoot it. Fuck it. Ole Jokinen, 20 shots on net a period.
Oh my God. See, like
fella.
less is more right now. When you're ruggling a bit, like you don't need to go dancing on your own by Robin. Like just put it to the net, make that first move, and then maybe look to pass the puck. It worked out all right in terms of not turning it over, but for Keandre Furter right now, just simplify your game. And I just wonder who's in his ear, because you can have a bad coach in your ear and just giving you just negative energy all the time, and you don't want to be out there. So I'd just be curious to see like who's in that guy's corner right now. What are they telling him? And oh my God, we got a chance here. Johnny Brodzinski.
Oh my
Panarin.
God.
Johnny Brodzinski's playing with Panarin. Oh my God.
You got to get a shot on that there.
Johnny Brodzinski has just been absolutely mucking his way to NHL games.
Oh yeah.
Pete Laviolette loves him. You know, Pete Laviolette sees him as one of those guys that he had in Nashville, like a Harry Zollarchuk or some of those guys that play a long time in the minors, and they find a role for him. Pete Laviolette does have a soft spot for those type of guys.
You can trust him.
Pete Laviolette is also a guy that played like 9 years himself in the minors.
Did he?
Yep. Then he shuttered and started coaching.
Didn't he play 6 games or something?
I think he played 6 games in the NHL and like 9 years in the A.
Yeah.
American.
Kind of sick.
Time. Yeah, it is kind of sick, but also kind of like fuck that stuff. 2:15 remaining here, folks. If you're just tuning in with us, we always go to break at the end of the period. So maybe we'll take 1 or 2 more questions as we go here. I don't know if we're going to have another stoppage to play in terms of a commercial break, but load up the questions. The chat is buzzing tonight. We do have Rangers. We do have Devils. This is the Battle of Snowboken. This is the Battle of the Hudson, the dirty, greasy Hudson, all the dead bodies buried in there. And you know what? If you're just tuning in with us, again, we have 1:45 remaining as Brendan Dillon surveys his option. He finds the middle of the ice to Little Jack Hughes, but Little Jack is not able to shovel it in with a 60-degree wedge, and they'll set up again in the neutral zone to ultimately start the attack on the neutral zone trap of the New York Rangers. Everyone just plays the trap now. It's crazy. It's like we should outlaw the trap.
So boring.
It's so boring. It just, especially when it's just no real rush game anymore because it's so hard. There's just 5 bodies at all times in the neutral zone. It's like, what do you do? I mean, I get it from the coaching side of things, but like it just creates – there should be a no trap rule. You can't trap. You have to have at least – if a team – you have to have 2 guys on the side of the red line if there's coming up the ice or something.
It's crazy how bad MSG's ice is.
Yeah.
Like you could just tell how bad it is. Guys are falling everywhere. Pucks are bouncing. Like the puck doesn't stay level when you wrap it up the wall.
No.
Like everything just looks shitty.
You got Knicks games, you got tennis matches, you got concerts, you got Mr. Deeds going over there having dinner. Like there's just everything that's going on. So 45 seconds, folks, before the New York faithful go on a little bit of a bender and find their local liquor stand. The boys at Hockey Night in Scottsdale going to smoke a couple left-handed cigarettes, hang out with our chins before we come back and give you coverage you can't get anywhere else right now. 28 odd seconds. This might go for icing right now, but no, it is not. Jacob Markstrom plays the pill.
That's true. We were in LA filming some stuff at what a barn that rink is at Pitwick. That's the name of the rink, right?
Yeah, Pitwick.
Yeah.
That is a greasy barn, dude. I had like one of the biggest loogies by my bag that was just dried on the floor. I was like, oh my God. It looked like a dried pepper. But then I looked at it again, and it was not a pepper. It was not a jalapeno. It was full-on mucus that someone shot out of their nose last October. It's still there. Good to see the sanitation rules at Pitwick Ice Arena are heavily in play, but as dirty as Venice could ever be.
All right, folks, we will be back for the second period.
Yes, we will. That is the end of one hockey night in fucking Scottsdale. Fucking sucker, this guy.
What's up, everybody? We're fucking back. Get that chat going again. I gotta tweet out the link again. Get that fucking chat going. We got the goddamn fucking New York Rangers
versus the fucking New York versus fucking New Jersey.
Fucking New York and fucking New Jersey. We got New York playing New Jersey, and I'll put the guy's name Anthony and fucking.
And fucking Tony, Anthony, fucking all these guys. Costello comes over. He's a fucking Irish guy. He's a fucking loser, though. Fuck him. So, anyways, we're fucking back at it here.
Fucking back at it. Fucking Jack Hughes gets his 200th NHL assist Monday at the Kraken. He's the fastest Devil to reach 200 assists in 349 games. I just love brought to you by Chipotle.
This is fucking David Carr, too. This guy, fucking guy. You know, fucking like DC. But fucking, is he gonna coach? All right, back to the game. All right, here we go, folks. Fighting. Here we are back at Hockey Night in Scottsdale. It is Thursday night. It is ladies' night. It is the best night of the week to go out. And you're up all night to get lucky, baby. So you go to dinner, and then you see where that goes. Maybe you started at a happy hour. Maybe you started firing just mid-dinner when you looked across the restaurant and saw a group of ladies on a bachelorette party somewhere outside of Daytona Beach. And you said, oh, my God, I want to put something up her butt. Folks, speaking of butts, if and or buts about it, New York Rangers suck, but somehow they are up 1-0. Alexei Lafreniere signed that big ticket. You know what he did? He shut it right down. He said, I'll take your $50 million. I'll take that right from you, fucking Jimmy Dolan. Fuck you. And I'll take the courtside tickets when I want them. And I'll take everything in between. When Billy Joel plays at the Mecca once a month, I'll take those tickets too.
Get that fucking chat going, people. We got 1950 remaining in the second. If you're interested in tuning along, I forgot Timo Meier was even in the NHL. Artemi Panarin shaving like he's about to get deployed to Afghanistan, shaving like he's on the Lou Lamoriello's Islander team.
Shaving your bush, shaving your wife's bush. It's actually crazy. Lou Lamoriello makes the wives and girlfriends not only shave their bush, but if they do have a hairy face, he does recommend them to the Swedish European Wax Center just down the street from the old Nassau Coliseum. So
kind of nice.
Free quote today, get the old Brazilian, they call it, the old Lou Lamoriello special. They do leave you a landing strip just in case you're into that. Folks, speaking into that, we are into this game right now, 19:34 remaining. We're watching a depleted New York Rangers team take on Sheldon Keefe and the New Jersey Devils. One guy I'm looking at tonight, one guy I'd like to see tuck is Paul Cotter, friend of the show with Bob Gucci. I do like his game. I like how he rocks the candy cane. I like how he came out of the good city of Detroit. Spent time in the minors as well via London, the London Knights, and Dale Hunter and Tim Hunter's team there. So Paul Cotter did it the hard way, folks. You want to make $14 the hard way? Well, start working at the West Garden. We're back to the game. 1-0, like we said. Little Jack Hughes. Dancing, diving, dodging, dipping, just all over the sheet, Bob.
18:53 remaining if you're watching with us. Folks, where are you tuning in from? Tell us where you're. Oh, nice little pass by Riley Smith. And just fucking shoots a field goal, number 59. I don't know who that is. Guys, where are you tuning in from? Tell us where you're from. Are you from Canada? Are you from Zimbabwe? Zen and Kanopka, don't even bother fucking in the chat. You're on sus speed till the third period, buddy. Fuck you. This guy says, do you like Asian girls? Joe Sanchez, our official horniest chat member. Oh, he's asking us about pussy, which is okay.
My first Asian. Yeah, I do like Asian women. I like all women. Women are beautiful. And you know what, Joe?
What up, Brian?
What you want and what kind of pattern you ultimately go with. And we're going to get a stoppage of play as J.K. Dowling Rowling, journeyman of the American Hockey League, as well as the National Hockey League. A couple hundred games I think he's worked his way to, which is crazy.
Cool.
Maybe 150. Dowling. I mean, this guy started in the East Coast League. He came up through the Texas Stars for like 9 years. And then he's kind of just been bopping around on 1-2 year tickets, making two-way money, and played a little bit in Vancouver. Like, this guy is just an ultimate grinder of the game of hockey. Number 37, Justin Dowling. He's a good chin. He spent a lot of time, like I said, in Austin, Texas on 6th Street. One of those guys that's just a legend of the jungle, and it's always good to see those guys getting games still at 33 years old.
Get that chat going. As always, we get to the chat and commercial break. Sometimes we go a little bit over, but we see your comments. We'll throw them up on the screen, and there's an absolute flub by that's Bad Ice Dougie Ferda Hamilton as
Matt Rempe. Good thing that was the guy forechecking because he literally tried to beat that thing up into a square before he touched it. So maybe another guy could have had a New York City like pickpocket rob in terms of Central Park like, but it was Rempe. So I don't think he could steal much off you.
Throwing a missile down for an icing.
Is Matt Rempe? This is a fair question to say. Is he the worst hockey player in the league? Like just complete skill wise.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweet that right now.
I don't want to be mean.
No, I don't want to be mean.
You played in the NHL. I didn't play anywhere. So like, it's hard for me to sit here and call guys bad, but he's not good.
I say this with all due respect, which is always followed by the most disrespectful thing you could say, which is always followed by.
It's incredible that he's up getting games right now. I know he's like a unit, but it's like the Rangers need goals. They need less suspensions, but look at him out there. Just fucking. Here's a 3-on-2. Here's Shearer over to somebody. Over to Meyer. Goes wide and kept in by Dougie Hamilton. Schneider with the puck now, carrying it forward. Head up all the way. Stretch pass to fucking Riley Smith, who does a little bit of dancing. Loses it in his feet, but then gets it back and sends an absolute pizza to Instagram Hockey Boy, who, just dog walks Cooley like an idiot. What a freak. Jack Hughes gets the puck back. Oh, Riley Smith back up the wall, and that's going to go for an icing unless the DJ Zibanejad touched it, which he didn't. And that was a nice little move by Jack Hughes to get out in front of his own net, which is what you're not supposed to do unless you're a guy like Jack Hughes. Someone said, big prayers to the good people of California. The Kings were playing the Flames that night. Is Pelosi spelled out of control? Pelosi. Not even close, but I love it. And the left behind us. Tuck your chin if you're in the City of Angels. Yeah, I don't know if the left is behind it. I don't know what started it. Homeless people start fires all the time.
Could have been Gavin Newcomb, a homeless guy. There's a lot of different things. It could have been Al-Qaeda, Al-Furda. Who knows?
Yeah, and also people are like, oh, well, how did random fires start in Hollywood Hills and then Palisades are so far away? If you learn a little bit about fire, those winds. Oh, it was a shot from the point. This might have been deflected.
The New Jersey native via Jack Hughes, Luke Hughes. We're playing tummy sticks. We're all in the shower together. Group hug in the shower tonight. Or not.
What are they barking about? The camera got that.
Bob Barker.
Zibanejad and Shesterkin.
Aoki.
New drama.
Yeah, Aoki and another Russian DJ. Okay, where's the classic mix?
That's a giveaway by Shisferda.
Absolute pizza over to Palat. Palat plays it up to Pesci. Pesci, seeing eye wrister. Did Jack Hughes get his beaver tail on that thing? For sure he did, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shaft on it. No diddy.
What is Shesterkin saying to Zibanejad? Like, you got to tie him up?
I think he was probably, or screening him a little bit. He's either take the stick and the man or get the fuck out of the way kind of thing.
Anyway, back to California. Those little pieces of fire and debris can get carried for like 3 miles in regular wind. And there was 100-mile-an-hour wind. So it's fucking crazy. Shout out to everyone in LA. Be safe. Hopefully you didn't lose your house or anything. I know people that actually did. Not personally, but I know people that did, which sucks.
Right. You know somebody who knows somebody who robbed somebody.
Crazy.
It is crazy. In all seriousness, our chins go out to the people of LA. We literally, not to make this about ourselves, but we were literally leaving LA city limits as the fires were just starting to brew, which was crazy. We were on a walk.
Saw the smoke, yeah.
Like grown men do together. And yeah, we saw that as we were walking the strand of Manhattan Beach. So our hearts go out to all the people of LA. Obviously, California is a little bit giddy, but anytime a tragedy like that happens, Hockey Night in Scottsdale sends our remorse. But this tip right here, okay, so why he's mad, Rob, I see it right now. Shesterkin's yelling at Aoki because not only does he not block it, he gets out of the way and acts like he's going to tip it. So he's screening him. He didn't block the wrister, and he also almost tipped it in on his own goalie. So I can see why he's mad there because, dude, a 60-mile-an-hour wrister, like, you got to front that puck. Like, are you really worried that much about your wrist is going to get messed up, or maybe this hits me in the midsection and now I can't DJ at One Oak or one of these Lower East Side trendy clubs like the Box? Like, come on, man. Aoki, get in front of that puck. They're paying you enough, fella. Or get the fuck out of the way so your goalie can see it. As Johnny Brodzinski is tied up by Jonas Siegenthaler, a kid out of Switzerland who likes a good fondue cheese and a charcuterie board and nothing else. People from Switzerland, they are a little weird.
Yeah, I've never met anybody from Switzerland, actually.
No, I'd like to meet Feds, though. That'd be
yeah. You think he's weird?
I think he's a beauty. He's like a nice guy, but I just know from my time in Switzerland, like the Swiss culture is very to themselves. I'll put it that way.
They're quiet.
They're just not going to talk to you like they talk to a member of their own country because they do feel a little bit entitled because they are Swiss.
They're
and everybody's rich, and if you work at a McDonald's, you make $200K. You know, it's just that way.
I'm trying to get Chili's to put on Hockey Night in Scottsdale on the TVs. If you do that, please, for the love of God, tweet it at us, please.
Bears, can you actually do
Bears,
that?
please.
Can you say, hey, I have this, you know, I don't know how you could like, whatever, what is it called? Screen share from YouTube?
Chromecast or whatever the fuck.
So do that and then do it at Chili's and then throw the boys on and then take a picture and then also ask them another favor.
Good pass.
We'll give you a cut. We want them as a sponsor. So there's just like 9 things you have to do while you're at Chili's while getting the fajitas and queso. But oh my God, we got to flip.
Play it.
Nico Hischier, another Swiss guy, just a weird dude. Like
is
these
he?
Guys are, yeah.
I don't know him.
I think he's a nice kid.
I don't know his chin.
I think the guys actually like him there, but he's a Swiss guy. They're just a little different.
There's been a lot of talk about this ketamine, cocaine debacle in Chicago. We just like to thank everybody, whether you're doing coke, ketamine, heroin. We like to thank everybody that came out. And that was a great show in Chicago, even though that one kid fucked me up for the first 20 minutes. But no excuses. It's our 8th show. We're going to get better every single show that goes by. And Jack Hughes just absolutely buzzing tonight. This kid loves Madison Square Garden. All the TikTokers that are in the audience, he is going to be able to whack whatever chick he wants tonight consensually.
Yeah, because I mean, you play out over on the other side of the river, and you're not used to seeing all these stars. The star-studded affair. Obviously, he gets them all tickets, and he lines it up, and it's like model after model, and he knows what he's doing. He knows he has to Normatec for 6 hours before this game. He knows he can't tug because he wants to release it afterwards. He knows he's going to have to cold tub for longer. Everything goes into when you're playing in the bright lights of MSG, and I think every guy should take an example out of Jack Hughes' book. But going back to the Chicago show just quickly. Again, thank you for doing that. Everyone that came out, you weren't short of cocaine, ketamine, and mushrooms. Everything you guys had and brought to the table, literally and figuratively, was awesome. Now, listen, we're trying to line up a show in New York City right now. We do have it in the works. We're trying to get it over the finish line. We can't guarantee when it is. Hopefully sometime mid-February, as well as Boston. We're surfing on just a few different venues, and hopefully they will come to fruition. But for now, stay with us. On the other side of January, we will be popping out. We pop out at your party, baby. We with the game. All right, Rob, what do we got in the chat? Anyone talking shit in there?
Do you boys have any bets on this game or any other games tonight? I actually have the over in this game, and I completely forgot until you said it. Shout out to Pickett. Use code HeatDaddy at Pickett if you want to. If you don't, why is my face so red? Is my face red right here?
Yeah, a little bit right there. It just seems like it's like a red spot. You got the old furnace face going.
That's insane. I'm like really banged up. Not an excuse guy, but not drunk or high-wise too. Just medically, there's a lot of things going on. I'm going through transition surgery right now. I'm actually getting a fake set stapled on.
STDs.
I don't have any STDs, but I might be getting a fake set put on.
You talked to your chin guy yet?
No, I haven't talked to my chin guy yet.
Okay, I have a chin guy if you need it.
Anyone, is it Doug Armstrong's?
Yeah.
Chin guy?
Billy.
Yeah. Billy Armstrong.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah, it's his chin guy, and then I do have a Botox guy that has seen other GMs in the league too. So, and I actually have a BBL guy. It's actually cool. Like Drake made having a BBL like sweet for dudes. Like you don't have to work out or squat or do any glutes. You just go get a fake ass as a dude. It's kind of sick.
When does the LA show or St. Louis show? Those are two pretty obscure locations for us. So, hey, if the tickets sell, we'll fucking do it. I just don't know if tickets will sell there, especially not in Los Angeles right now.
Right. We went into the fire.
St. Louis?
St. Louis, I mean, we were there last year. I mean, listen, we would go back to Wheelhouse. We would go back somewhere. I think they would have to probably be in a playoff spot for us to really build the juice and the jam for that. But I think other cities like Philadelphia and some of these not secondary cities, but places we haven't been: Philly, Detroit, maybe Winnipeg as well.
I want to go to Philly.
I would love to go to Philly because I think someone will actually sucker somebody in the crowd in Philly, and who knows? We're going to have to have a lot of security, especially with the things we say and come out of our mouths.
Yep, we're definitely going to need security guards, and if they could be ex-felons, that would be great because they'll have our back. There's nothing better than having a security guard that is tight with you and you trust him, and he has a couple felonies on his record.
Nothing better than a guy that just wants to knock somebody out for crossing over a fake stage line. But anyways, back to the game here, folks. 12:35 remaining here in the second frame. Not a ton going on, but Jack Hughes did get his goal, so he will probably tuck later in his Snowboken penthouse. He'll convince a girl to get in an Uber Black or maybe even hire a driver for the night to get him under the tunnel and onto New York and New Jersey soil. But right now we are looking at a line of Paul Cutter, Dawson Mercer, as well as, I don't know who was
Rempe just getting pickpocketed. Like, it was so obvious that he was behind him.
Eric Holla? Oh, that's Jack Hughes. Eric Holla hurt right now. Actually, an intangible piece for them. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What a save.
Broadway in Maine. How are you?
What a pass. What a save. What a shot. Good shot, too. It wasn't a bad shot.
I love Brendan Dillon's game. I always have. He's just as advertised. He's just one of those guys that's going to play like 1,100 games the exact same way. It's just, I love it. Like, he's still, oh, here he is. Come on, score, baby.
Oh,
Dilly,
great pass.
Dilly Bar. He's a beauty, too. Actually, he's a fan of the show.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Dougie Ferda.
Dougie Ferda's first hit of all time. Look at Brad buzzing out.
Actually, oh,
that's hockey.
Are you serious?
That is hockey. Big hit, turnover, ground pound, 2 crossovers. Hey, how are you? Fuck you, Zibanejad. Brat, bang.
Pete Laviolette is in shambles. Dougie Hamilton was confused. He was like, "What? Did I just hit that guy?" Like, he had no idea he hit him.
Blew up Will Cully. Then little Jack Hughes gets the puck. He goes cross ice over to Bratt, able to gain speed over the blue line. Bad gap by Schneider because he doesn't think this guy's going to get blown up. And then, bang! Mama, there goes that man.
Bro, he went like middle bar, inside out.
Oh, that was
what
sick, though.
Release.
2 crossovers in, 1 back out. That's so hard for the goalie to track when he's buzzing like that. My God. Little step over the blue line, 2 in, 1 out, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. I'll take that to drink. Shouty. There goes that man. Wow. We got to fight? Fucking throw him.
What's going on here?
What's going on? We got a fake chuck.
We got a
folks.
fake fight with 2 Quebec guys. Alexis Lafreniere, Quebec guy, probably won't fight, but has before.
Somebody just asked me on Twitter if Tom Stillman, the owner of the Blues, has the best chin in the show. My God, it's massive. I'll hang up and listen. I mean, he's not wrong. You can land a 747 on that chin. Oh my God, that's
such a dive. Like,
for sure. I mean, that's just a European soccer dive right there. That's classic.
He put Lafreniere's stick up into his face. It shouldn't even be a penalty.
Why does Pete Laviolette always look like he's crying?
He looks like he's getting fatter by the minute. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, he looks huge. Like, somebody should check on him.
Like, it looks like he's about to cry. It's like, dude, it's just hockey, man. Like, I know, like, you're day-to-day with this job, but, like, you're going to be okay if you get fired, Pete. Like, who cares?
The Devils are so back. I'm a Devils fan.
Yeah, and if they get, like, they're missing Holla right now. I don't even like the guy. I think he's a huge pussy and a Minnesota guy, but they are missing him. He's a good third-line center, and they are buzzing. I like their team. This Dowling, like I said, he's a journeyman. He's slotted in for Holla on that 3rd or 4th line, and yeah, they look good. Like, I don't know.
Brad looks like Berkey a little bit for like
he
a
does,
quick second.
Yeah. He looks like a Berkey that's from Finland. You know, like no tan. He kind of does look like Berkey. Sheldon Keefe going with a black shirt. That's smart because that really hides how fat you actually are. It's a great play. Sheldon Keefe.
It does. That's why I always wear black shirts.
Yeah, it's smart. Black will always, folks. That's just a pro tip, life advice of the day. If you want to look slimmer, don't wear any patterns. Wear all black jeans and oh my pizza! Come on, do not drop it. Do not drop it. Do not drop it. Never works. Do not.
Why would you do that?
Do not drop it.
Especially if you're like
you knew it. We could see what was happening for 200 feet, not 150 feet. Like, do not drop that puck. You're Riley Smith.
Or peel out left and make it go cross the ice.
Yeah, or do something, just not that.
That's
That was telegraphed.
That's Rangers hockey.
Yeah. Oh my God. But what a pizza that was. I mean, that was hot and ready. Little Caesars literally came to your doorstep and said, I'm here, motherfucker. Take this off my hands. I don't even need a tip because you know what? This is just so belligerent. It's $5 all you can tuck. But yeah, just going back to it as we're watching this power play, like wear all black, like go Johnny Cash and you'll look way slimmer. Your chances to wheel do increase. Your wife will say, "Why, God, have you been in the gym?" And then you say, "Yeah, baby, I'm on this 90-day Peloton challenge," and you actually haven't been on the bike once. So, pro tip of the day. My God, they could use the pro tip there for the New York Rangers.
Nobody's tweeting the Brat highlight? Like I'm just refreshing, looking for it so I could tweet it.
You might have to look on like the Rangers, their feed. They'll probably post it. Folks, right now, we've fallen along 9:35 remaining as we're getting a look at the second power play unit of the New Jersey Devils. That features Palat, Luke Hughes, Paulie Furta, Cotter, as well as Dawson Mercer and Timo Meyer. Timo Meyer, you're paying him $9 and a hook, man. That's a bad contract on your second power play. You can't have $9 and a hook on your second power play. I don't care if you're a defenseman or forward. That's too much money on a second power play.
It's too much paper.
That's too much cheddar. Cheddar, Swiss cheddar. Which one's better? As we are getting a look here at some 5-on-5 hockey. Folks, again, please load up the fucking chat. Please ask us questions. Where are you tonight demographically? Are you in the United States? Are you in the last frontier? Are you in Hawaii? Are you in Birmingham, Alabama? Are you in Winnipeg? Are you in Foam Lake, Saskatchewan? But we're getting a look at Riley Smith. Buddy, what are you doing there? You just dropped it right. Markstrom didn't even move because he knew it was going to happen. Like, he goes there. Not a good play. Trocheck airmails it. What are you going to do? Pete Laviolette. Again, somebody get this guy a protein bar in between periods. Phil Housley, the 1,500 game odd man, still drinking like a sailor, is behind the bench with his longtime counterpart, Pistol Pete. Jesper Bratt, 15th of the season. That's a pretty good number there. Jack Hughes obviously getting the apple, but the whole play started with Dougie Hamilton sending Will Cully into the fourth row, sitting next to Tracy Morgan. So, live look in the game right now, folks. Anyways, 8:35. Nick Bastian, the pride of Binghamton. He came out of the Binghamton Devils. I didn't know if he was ever going to play. He was a little bit tough. He wasn't that skilled. But he's kind of made his way. Yeah, I think he's not really a heavyweight fighter, but he's a big body that can certainly play with a little sandpaper. And he's done an okay job here as a serviceable player for the New Jersey Devils.
Serviceable. Yeah, that's a good adjective for a hockey player. Just a serviceable guy. Just a rangy guy. He's rangy. Remember they used to say that a lot? Just a rangy guy.
He's just a rangy defenseman that can take up space. He has a good stick. That's always good. Yeah, he's just got a great stick. Well, he's 6'4". He doesn't hit. He doesn't fight or hold the light. Yeah, but he's got a good stick. Folks, if you got a good stick, you're wanted. Whether that's on the female side of things, hockey coaches. Speaking of a good stick, Jizzy Hughes with a great stick in the neutral zone to break up a play. As Stefan Nason, who came over from Carolina, has been a nice little pickup. He is doing his second tour in New Jersey as he was there for a year or two.
And I guarantee you he scores a big goal in the playoffs this year. It's 100%. Not even every single time. Stefan Nason. Who scored that? It's Stefan Nason.
He can't even skate.
But he's a nail gun.
Oh, yeah. He's just a hockey player.
Yeah.
He's from Texas, Fort Worth. I don't know if he's a part of that Irish traveling community, but he was a kid the same age as me. We always put him on our summer teams. And
really? You play with him?
Yeah. He played Bauer Selects with us for probably 5 summers. And he was always the same player. He was just like kind of clunky, but always get it done. Always a knack for scoring big goals, especially right along the ice, right in front of the cage. He's been the same player. He was a first-round pick. Had to find his way a little bit, and ultimately did through the OHL into the minors, and now he is here. Folks, speaking of here, we are here calling the game live from MSG, featuring the New York Strangers, who are down right now. The home team 2-1, playing the New Jersey Devils as Arthur Kadalev.
Oh, my God. I haven't
3 minutes of ice.
Yeah.
Sends the puck up to someone who skated offside. And, oh, my God, go. Go, Cotter.
Kadalev shouldn't be wearing 34.
No. There's so many guys that should be wearing 34.
It's just like, obviously, Matthews pulls it off, but that's like a guy. That's the only guy that could wear it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's a absurd number unless you're that nasty. Like you can't wear a goalie number that's a third string goalie unless you're 34, right? Like there's just some numbers you shouldn't wear. It's just it goes along with the likes of 66 or some of these numbers that just shouldn't be worn unless you're that dirty.
Rempe is so big.
He's so
He's
bad.
so big.
He's so bad.
Look at him on the forecheck. He's like 8 feet tall.
What is he like? I keep going back to, but like, what does he do other than like if no one's gonna fight him? What does he do in your lineup? He's not scared. He's not scary. If I'm on the ice, I'm not scared of Matt Rempe.
No, only if you're watch him bury.
But now after the 8-game suspension and having to fork over $100K, I'm not scared of him because he doesn't want to lose any money. Like, number one, he wants to play, but number two, he realizes now how much money he just lost. So, like Ryan Reeves, that guy doesn't have as much to lose, so he's more of a loose cannon out there, and he can actually skate still at 37 years old. Like, he might decapitate your head. Rempe doesn't have that much speed to generate, so it's just like, what is he going to do?
He's only scary if you don't know he's on the ice.
Yes.
And in that case, you're not scared of him because you don't even know he's there. Like when guys have their numbers faced toward him and he hits them anyway, like if guys are aware that he's on the ice, like, yeah, I agree.
That's what I mean. Like if he's coming at you square, you're not scared.
No.
If you know where he is on the ice, you're not scared.
Most of these guys can get away from him.
Right, exactly. Like
everyone.
It's one head fake and he like falls into the boards.
Right.
Like where Reeves is actually like he can like find your chin.
Oh yeah.
You know, like he's not like Rempe doesn't impose any fear into me. I don't know. All right, folks, we'll take a few questions.
What's your guys' opinions on Canada and U.S. possibly merging? Best international team ever. Well, they probably wouldn't be allowed to play since hockey only allows a couple teams to play at one time, but that's not going to happen. That's just fucking gobbledygook. You know.
I mean, we're not. I mean, if we wanted to acquire Canada, we could take it, but theoretically,
we could.
That's not something I don't think we're looking to do as the U.S. and 45 and 47.
I think that's like just one of those things that like Trump says just to like get people fired up. Like, you know what? Fuck it, we're going to take Canada and we're going to take Mexico.
Yeah, I would actually like if we took Mexico
for the women,
for just everything. The women, the weather, like they have like just so many good spots in the Caribbean that are just not safe to go.
A lot of gangs though.
Cabo, yeah, but we could clean that up. Just send them to LA.
Yeah.
And now we got Cabo buzzing. Imagine live
Cabo's sick.
Hockey night from Cabo.
I might go to Cabo and put it all on my credit card when you're at the Four Nations.
Yeah, why not? Smart.
All right, folks. Yeah, I've seen Kaliab's knob. No Diddy on that. The end of his stick. Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's like who used to do that? Or Mark Stone. Is it Mark Stone?
Mark Rosetta Stone.
Rob is scarier than Rempe. Yeah, and that's saying something. I just don't think, like we talked about, I don't think Rempe is just a threat out there when you know he's coming. Every guy, no Diddy. I got to stop saying no Diddy. Guys are too quick for him. They're too elusive. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Mexico would be a natty waiver claim.
Well, it wouldn't be waivers. It would be a full-on buyout, but. Yeah, dude, imagine we just took Mexico. That would be pretty sick.
No passport to go to Cabo, dude.
I've heard Mexico City is actually a good city to go chop it up in. I'm down.
I don't like going to England.
Yeah, but
if I'm going to Mexico, I'm going to the coast, dude.
I know. I agree with you. I've just heard a lot of good things about Mexico City.
Like what?
It's just a nice city to just shake it up. A lot of good restaurants, good hotels, women. I mean, what else do you need?
No, that's it. But I'm just saying, if I'm going to.
You know, it's like at high elevation too. It's like 7,000 feet.
What?
Yeah, it's like a mile-high city.
Why don't they? Did UFC go to Mexico City yet?
Yeah, they did. Remember there was that big fight in the stands? People were just chucking on the floor. It was great. Sold the game.
Hockey in Scottsdale, Mexico City. Yeah, I just feel like if I'm gonna go to Mexico, I gotta go see the water. I gotta be near the water. I gotta be jet skiing. Chicks have to be in bikinis. Like.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
you gotta have their titties out.
Yeah, it's all there too. You gotta find a wet deck. It's basically like going to. It's like the Scottsdale of Mexico.
Mexico City.
Yeah,
interesting. I'll go.
I hear your point.
Should we go?
Yeah, I'm in. Go tomorrow.
What are the flights like?
Check it out. Let's check out flights to Phoenix to Mexico City.
That's a hilarious route. Phoenix to Mexico City.
Live from Mexico City.
Whoa, these flights aren't bad at all.
Well, no, they want you to go there because that's where it's the cartel headquarters. They want to get you there.
Oh my God, it's $400 round trip. That's it.
Yeah, I mean you're sitting next to the shitter, but yeah.
What's first class?
I don't know.
It's gotta
Folks,
be
we'll be back
800.
quickly. This is brought to you by Spirit Airlines.
1100 to go first class Mexico City, but it's not that long of a flight, dude.
About 2 hours. Yeah, it's short.
Bro, it's the same to Cabo. It's actually longer. 2 hours and 27 minutes.
That's about an hour 50 with the tailwind you always get going into Mexico City. That's nice.
Oh no, 3 hours. Same shit. Yeah.
2.5. It's not bad.
3 hours, 2.5. Mexico City is a riot. Zenon Kanapka checking in again, who is off his suspension in 3 minutes, but I'll put him back up.
I think
have you actually been there, or are you just talking shit?
I think there's a lot of nice restaurants in Mexico City because they want tourists to come there and they're actually safe. But as soon as you get off that main drag, like, good luck.
Oh yeah, that's like Cabo. Like they're so heavily guarded because they need the tourism and they can't have people getting kidnapped. That's why Cabo is quote unquote safe. The thing with Cabo is that there's not violence there. It's just people stealing your shit.
Yeah.
Like everyone steals.
Like your organs.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like imagine just like getting abducted and then taken away, like sedated, and all of a sudden you wake up and you're missing your liver and there's just a toaster in your body in place of your liver. Like, oh my God, like I feel that English muffin on the left side of my body. It's in a toaster.
And a lot of times, like the guys that get in trouble in Mexico are just like the drunk assholes that just like can't control themselves. Like I was in Cabo, I saw this kid. He jumped into he was shit faced, and it was a police truck, like a pickup truck. Yeah. And he came out of the club, and he jumped into the back of the pickup truck of the police truck,
right?
Like just being a drunk idiot. Why would you do that? That gives them. They immediately just pulled him out and arrested him.
Yeah, they probably take him to the clink and either shoot him or sell him.
Because why are you
doing that?
That's automatically like fucking with police property. Like, but he's just a drunk, white kid in a fucking Aeropostale button down.
Where would you rather be in jail? In Russia or Mexico?
Holy shit, man.
I think Russia.
Mexico's bad.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I guess Russia because you're white. And
right. And I think
our
Panera,
baby.
Panera bread. I'll take the broccoli cheddar soup. You pick 2, I'll pick 1. My God, he got the old 2-for-1 right off the pad.
Ryan said he would rather be in jail in Mexico. I think I'd rather be in jail in Russia, dude.
Well, the thing is
you're a white boy in Mexico.
It's probably harder to get you out in Russia. Just with Putin at the helm, like if you're going to be, you might go full Brittany Griner, dude. Like,
no, let's just say that you're in there for a week. You can get a week in Mexican jail or a week in Russian jail. Russia, 100%.
I think they're more respectful over there, the criminals.
But also, jail is ran by race. Like if it's segregated.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if you go to a Mexican jail and you're a white kid from Wisconsin in there, it might not fare well for you.
I think if I was tan and had a duster, though, like I would be all right. I would have to be better off than being in Russia because they're going to sniff me out in Russia pretty quick.
What do you mean?
They're going to know I'm not Russian.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know. I think I have a better chance of looking Mexican than Russian is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I mean, I'm not saying I'm either, but like I think I have a better chance of looking Mexican than Russian.
Yeah, I don't know. I just Mexican jails, gangs in Mexico scare the shit out of me.
Mexican gangs are some of the most brutal in the world.
Yeah, dude. They're nuts. They're like ISIS.
I'd rather be in jail in Russia.
Yeah, I would rather be in Russia too. The only thing is like in Russia, I have no idea Russia. I know da, privyet, suka, bled, borscht. And then in Mexico, I can kind of speak a little bit like yo, pendejo.
Right. Yo, yeah.
Me llamo.
¿Cómo se llama?
¿Cómo se llama? Yeah, ¿cómo se llama? Yeah.
I guess the guy what's up in Mexico, they just say fucking bend over.
Yeah, ¿qué pasa?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's a healthy debate to have.
This guy brings up a good point. Russia is anti-dudes' asses. So yeah, you have a less chance of getting like raped.
Yeah, you do. There are the odd Caitlyn Jenners, but yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know if there's as much butt tucking per capita in Mexico either.
I would say Mexico.
You think?
Yeah.
Those guys like to whack dudes or just do it because they can.
I would say that there's more butt whacking in Mexico than Russia.
Yeah, I think that's a fair stat. I think the most butt whacking that takes place is probably the U.S.
For sure.
It's just
or Africa.
Yeah, those two places are it's the butt tucking community. But nothing wrong with that, folks. All righty, well, we are going to go to a commercial break again. I think we were just talking like we were on one, but we got anything else?
Chat, questions, where are you from? Why are you pissed? What are you doing this weekend? Let us know. We got a couple more minutes. Yeah, I forgot this hockey game was on. Let us know. And all Hockey Night and Scottsdale podcasts are always on Spotify. They're always on Apple. They're always on YouTube. We got an audio-only episode that we recorded in the car on the way back to Phoenix. That's out now. If you just type in Hockey Night in Scottsdale on Apple or Spotify. We got merch on hockeynightandScottsdale.shop. All that shit is going to ship within the next few weeks. What else? That's pretty much it, man.
Out there. We still have the Texas Roadhouse to the roller rink. We do have Jacob Truba, How to Find the Chin. We will announce dates for our upcoming shows in 2025, hopefully soon. We are working on our ski vlog. I don't know if you said that, Rob, but we're trying to throw that together. Our Utah footage, that will be hilarious. So a lot of things in the works for the boys. We were filming some cool content earlier this week in LA with one of our good buddies. So we actually had to stop by up to Canada for a little bit. So we'll touch on that as that is released. But yeah, a lot of good shit out, a lot of exciting things. We're going to go live for a pod tomorrow morning. So if you want to hear more of our chats about what we're talking about, we'll be live somewhere in between the hours, I would say, of 8 and 10 a.m. Pacific Standard.
From Ottawa, going to the Chin of Crazy Horse on the weekend. Not sure if Swish ever been in Canada. It's nails.
Crazy Horse? What the fuck? I mean, Crazy Horse is a Native American that was an absolute piss tank that led a group of Sioux Indians back in the day across the Badlands. So I would like to learn more about that fellow. I don't know where that is, but Crazy Horse, he was a nail gun. So I don't know if it's the same Crazy Horse. I don't know if there's, two of them or what the hell's going on. But yeah.
My back's good, man. My back is finally good. Tuning in from DC, hitting the slopes this weekend for some drunk snowboarding. Yeah, everyone seems to be hitting the slopes this weekend. But now's the time to do it.
Did you see that one gondola in Canada? I don't know if it's in Banff or where it is, but it's a bar inside of a gondola. They're promoting drunk skiing and snowboarding.
That's crazy. It's so dangerous as
Isn't
it is.
Insane?
It is crazy.
There's enough dipshits on the hill as it is. I don't worry about myself getting hurt. I worry about someone hitting me.
For sure.
That's how bad it is. And then now you got people promoting drunk skiing, only in Canada. That's awesome.
Drunk skiing and snowboarding is one of those things that nobody really thinks about how dangerous it is. It's just accepted.
Yes.
But it's almost worse than drunk driving.
100%. You could literally easily kill yourself.
For sure. No doubt.
25 odd seconds here, folks, in the second frame. Again, you have any other questions? We'll maybe take one before we go to our break that we usually do. We'll go smoke a cigarette, have a Colt 45 and an old Milwaukee, and hopefully that'll hold us over for 20 odd minutes. 765-4-3-2-1.
Kenny Kaminsky. How can I just got a live show in San Antonio? Charge fat chicks double. Actually, all fat chicks are free.
All the fat chicks of San Antonio. There are so many fat chicks in San Antonio. It's insane. Chuck Barkley always talks about it.
Zenon Konopka is so Canadian, the way this kid talks. I'm auto-shedding you, pal.
Auto-shedding you. Prove it.
If 2 + 2 is 4, why do I love huge tits? Tweet that.
If 2 + 2 is 6, why do you bang fat chicks? All right, folks.
Tweet that. All right, we are back. We're going to commercial break here, or intermission break. Someone said, how's dry January Swish?
It's day 9. Sucks, man. Be honest. I'm off everything.
Even the perks?
Even the perks.
We got a lot of comments today. Keep them fucking coming. We'll be right back. Whoops.
Noteworthy.
I'm unmuted, but yeah, we wait for that to hit. Are those both on the way?
On the way, yo.
Yo, what's up, people?
What is up? We are back, folks. We are back for the third period, 2-2. In this game in the middle of January that doesn't necessarily mean fucking anything, but we're doing it for the people. We're doing it for the goodness of the game. We're doing it because no one else can do it like us. 19:25 remaining here in the final frame. New Jersey Devils visiting their big brother at the MSG, that is the Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, the bright lights on Broadway, a place, well, is always iconic to walk into. And the most iconic thing close to the garden is the West Garden. We always give it a shout out. We do not get any ad deals or any sponsorship money because, you know what? I'm not sure a place like that is allowed to. But what we're allowed to do, folks, is talk to you across the screen, and that's what we're doing. Load up the chat. Get at us again. This is the final frame. This is the third period. This is Hockey Night Scottsdale. Yes, we are in an office right now that looks like we might be working for the Taliban or ISIS.
It looks like there's a bunch of dead bodies in the other room. I mean, this does look like an ISIS setup. This broadcast is brought to you by ISIS.
This broadcast is brought to you by Hunter Biden. Hunter, well, keep smoking, buddy, whatever you're doing. 18:21 remaining here, folks, in the third frame. Bob Gucci just burned down about a pound of dope, and I got a little secondhand toke right now, so I'm playing this game high too. Folks, we're all high on our own supply as we are doing this for none other than you. Paul Cotter picks up the puck, and he's going to go for a little bit of a skate as he surveys his options with a candy cane twig, and he sends that up to Justin J.K. Dowling.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Ferda.
Down the board. This is an episode brought to you by Montefiore Einstein. What the hell is that?
I don't know, but that's some sort of Jewish investing company that has made a lot of money on Wall Street doing things semi-illegally for a good amount of years.
Hot blonde in the first row as we take a look at that. Looks like a lesbian couple down there next to the girl wearing a Jack Hughes jersey. Anyway, Berard gets the puck deep.
That a boy, way to send it in, and you'll go dump it in and go find it. As Dougie Hamilton sets up, it doesn't really skate and surveys his option. He sends it over to his D partner, Brendan Dilly Bar Dillon, and Nick Bastian, who is wearing a full window like he's Bob Gucci playing club.
Yeah, I did wear a bubble, which a lot of people are looking down on me, but I'm not gonna wear a fucking cage, dude.
Not gonna wear a bird cage. We
That's
do have a very big tilt this weekend in the desert, folks. If you're in and around the Scottsdale area, the University of North Dakota, my alma mater, is playing Bob Gucci's alma mater, the Arizona Sun Devils. Shout out to, well, Greg Powers. Shout out to Brad Berry. Two good chins that coach both teams respectively. Going to be a hell of a series at the iconic Mullet Arena. But before we get to that, we're going to do this game with you because this is the only thing we know how to do. We're looking at looking at the New York Strangers bench. A lot of guys, a lot of missing holes on that team. Their top six unproven in terms of the playoff time. Their bottom six unproven at the National Hockey League level. A lot of holes, if you will, in this lineup for the New York Rangers. It's no secret why, you know what, they're struggling halfway through this National Hockey League season.
Dude, it reminds me of the Bruins. Like, everyone was talking about the Bruins and fire the GM. Like, yeah, I don't really know if they should fire Sweeney. Probably. They have zero prospects. Like, I think one of my friends told me that they're the only team in the Four Nations without a prospect represented or something like that. World Junior, sorry. But, like, if you look at that team on paper, how are they supposed to be any better? Like, Elliott, no disrespect to Elliott.
Sucks.
He's not a number one center.
No.
Neither is Zaka.
No.
So you don't have a number one center.
And neither is Coyle.
Marchand's 100 years old. Coyle's not a number one center. You have Pasternak. You have McAvoy. Yeah, you signed Swayman. So, like, what on that roster screams that they should be so nasty?
Well, and then you give a long-term deal to a guy like Zadorov. Like, Zadorov, I like him as a number 5, but, like, when he has to play in your top 4 and eat minutes and move pucks and be up the ice, like, that's not your guy. You know what I mean? Like, the deals they gave out this offseason, they might look good on paper and, like, kind of a hope, but when you look at it from an outside lens, like you said, Lindholm, he's a second-line center, maybe even a 2B at this point on a Stanley Cup team. Then you bring in Zadorov, you sign him to 5x5. Yeah, he's big, but, like, he can't play inside your top 4.
I don't even think the Bruins look that good on paper, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand.
No, I know.
I know Boston fans have high expectations and shit, but the outrage, like, is over. It's like, guys, like, you're just not that good. Like, I don't know what to say. Like,
no, you're not. The whole recipe is missing down the middle of the ice. You have 3 third-line centers.
yes.
Like Lindholm, yeah, he can play second line. I agree with that. But when he was on the Canucks, he was playing like 2B. He was like their third-line center, man. Maybe second line, they bumped him up, but he's not a guy that's like you sign at 7x7. You're like, yeah, he's David Krejci good. No chance. You know, like David Krejci was their second-line center for all those years. He was nasty.
Yeah, they should have won more than one cup. I'll say that.
For sure.
With this back in the day. Somebody said Swiss thoughts on Bridgeport. It's a dump.
It's an absolute shitbox, but I did like playing for my coach there, Brent Thompson. Oh, my Aoki Zabinajad, that was nasty. Little toe in suck like a Dyson. Yeah, Bridgeport's horrible, dude. I mean, that place, I lived in Shelton at the Residence Inn at the Two Diamond, just outside of Bridgeport. I lived down the street from a Chili's. I go there every night after games. That was the only place safe. Everywhere else, I thought I was going to get shot. The place sucked.
Yeah, Bridgeport's not pretty.
But there are decent surrounding areas. I mean, just like any place, unless you're in fucking Magnesiadorf, Russia. Folks, 14:36 remaining in this hockey game. 2-2 on the score.
Ronald, I didn't see that.
There's a nice little play.
Can we get a chin review on the Leafs fans that ate those bombs from the Flyers fan? First of all, we cannot call those bombs. Did you see that?
Yeah, those are absolute muffins.
The guy was like,
Why did he think he was in Rocky IV?
He thought he was in a movie. He like walked up to him and then he went like this, like he pointed, oh yeah. And then he thought he was gonna like knock one guy out cold, knock the other guy out cold, and then they barely even moved. And then he actually got a clean shot in on that guy's fade. What do you say? Tempered fade?
Yeah. Tapered.
Yeah. On that guy's tapered fade. Like he hit him right in the fade and the guy didn't even move.
That was I mean the whole sequence of events of just minorities, white trash Philly people with Turkish fades, all literally blended in together. I mean, that just made for great TV. Let's put it that way.
Brooke Berry, are you two dating? You two spend a lot of time together. No Diddy. Why don't you subscribe to the channel, you bitch?
Yeah. What are you doing, Sweet Tea? I'm about to show Bob Gucci your mixtape. She has a song.
It's so funny calling someone a bitch that you don't know. What? She has a song? What do you mean?
It's called Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea.
It's on Spotify?
I believe it's on UJ's Brazzers. No, it's on YouTube. It was.
Chicks in the chat. Everyone calm down. There's chicks in the chat.
Whoa. Everyone act cool.
Everyone calm the fuck down.
There's chicks in here. Everyone's horny. 14:08 remaining here in the game. We do have Brooke Berry checking in on Hockey Night Scottsdale. Good to see Sweet Tea in the mix. Famously dropped, like I said, the Sweet Tea hit single, which I believe has. I love it. I used to put on all the time at parties.
I don't even know her personality, and I called her a bitch, but she'll get over it.
Yeah,
I think she can handle it. Midwest chicks.
I think she's sneaky. Kind of likes it.
Is she Midwest?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. They'll say retard. They'll say fucking.
She's on the bird right now.
Why is everybody coming to Scottsdale this week? What's going on in Scottsdale?
Nodak's playing.
Oh fuck! Such an idiot, dude. It's crazy how well Nodak travels. Like, you think that whole barn's going to be all Nodak?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just a bunch of drunk farmers willing to spend their money. Like, they'll pay anything for a ticket.
Oh, dude, especially to come down to Arizona, too.
Oh, 100%. Like, half of them have places in Surprise, Goodyear, Mesa. Like, they're already down here anyways. Like, farmers, they theoretically can't do anything all winter. So, I mean, if their kids are out of the school, like, they're down here.
You might as well booze and smoke.
They do it all. There's nothing like having 20 drinks 3 times a week. It's a 60
I've been there.
Drink effort. Yeah. I mean, some people call it having a problem. Some people just having fun. Folks, we're always having fun over here at Hockey Night Scottsdale. The next commercial break, we will take questions. That'll be the next whistle. So load up the chat. Get at us, Brett Pesci. Massaging that pill. What do you got?
Zenon just made me laugh. Because he said he has a chub with his chin tucked.
He has a chub with his chin tucked. Was he talking about?
He's talking about that chick.
No. Folks, we have a man in the chat that has a boner. It's always
Our
good.
official boner correspondent in the chat.
Damian Woody, nothing like catching wood, hanging out on a chat where you can't see the other gal, but nothing like getting off to a profile picture. Anyways, speaking of getting off, well, we got about 13 odd minutes until we get the hell off out of here.
My 3-week-old daughter, congratulations, holy shit, 3 weeks. That was like yesterday. Is tuning into her first hockey night in Scottsdale Altcast. Hell of a job, fellas. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you spreading the love of hockey night in Scottsdale. 3 weeks, god damn, fresh out the oven, motherfucker.
How's that going, fella? You like it?
It's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Over Christmas, my cousin has a baby, and it's like it's so funny how you just like you have to rotate baby duties.
Right.
And I was just thinking to myself, like, what happens if your wife or what happens if the husband is a cunt and there's like, nah, I'm not changing the diaper? Like, wouldn't that cause some static in the relationship?
It's called divorce. Yeah, I think it would.
Like, I feel like you have to equally. I feel like the woman, though, if she's at home, if she's a stay-at-home mom, is going to end up changing more diapers.
Right.
So you got to step up to the plate sometimes.
Well, it's just love, right? Like it's unconditional. I mean, I've never felt that, but I've seen people that tweet about it. They're willing to go the extra mile to make their partner feel good. So you step in and take that, and then all of a sudden,
unconditional love
it comes back to you because she's on your knees 4 minutes later.
Yeah, if you have a good wife,
right?
But also,
usually they always say your third wife is the best.
I believe it. I mean, that's a lot of dough to spend on divorces and weddings and shit. But like, also, unconditional love. I think of golden retrievers. Like, they'll love you. They're always happy. I've never even remotely been close to having that from a chick.
No. I've always known a chick that I've been with has a backup plan and is probably only with me for certain reasons.
Because you played in the NHL?
Right. Like, she knows the minute I stop playing hockey or doing something that she doesn't find cool, she's finding another dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to be that than be me. I have nothing cool.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we'll hopefully get there again,
Yeah, we'll get there. We're battling.
12:26, folks. Fuck the shots are 25-17. Who gives a shit? It's 2-2. Steve Ellickett on the call. The old Valley machine. Grand Valley State. Mountain Valley Water. Mike Valley. There's a lot of valleys out there, folks. Peaks and valleys, they say.
Yep. I was just going to say that. Peaks and valleys. Any chick I've been with has always been way too freaky to tie down. I don't believe that. What do you mean by freaky? What do you mean? That's the whole point.
That's the whole point of wanting a chick. So
just sucking on your.
Yeah, she's sucking a golf ball out of a garden hose.
She's just sucking.
I mean, otherwise you get tired of it. What do you mean, fella? Too freaky? What are you? How
freaky we talk?
With all due respect, are you gay?
It's like your mom is like, I don't know. Like, let's say your mom doesn't like your chick. She's like, what do you see in her? It's like, Mom, she's sucking on this thing.
Mom, like when these doors close and I'm staying at your house, yeah, that sound you hear, that's her head going through the headboard. I love her.
I love the way she sucks on my shit. Don't ask, Mom. Like, what do you want me to say? And Grandma? Like, dude, my grandma, I used to talk about this all the time. It's like, you seeing any girls, Grandma? Like, I don't ask you if you get fucked by Grandpa every night. Why are you asking me if I'm fucking?
Right.
I don't want to hear about you guys fucking. You what? Like, no, and also no. I wasn't getting any pussy in high school. Stop fucking asking me, bro.
Yeah, it's always weird. Like my step grandma.
What's a lie? Go ahead.
My step grandma, she's actually too horny. Where she tells us that's weird.
Oh, that's too much.
I don't want to get too far into it, but it's weird.
Is she like hot?
Well, she's my step grandma, so and she's 78. I'm gonna go and say no. I guess that's how you properly answer that question.
Oh, Ryan Mann was saying that's a lie to.
Oh, that's a lie to his bit. Folks, 11:02 remaining. And we are just powering through this game, talking a lot about hockey tonight. I think we spent about 4 minutes talking about the game. Chet, just out of curiosity, taking an honest survey, is anyone actually watching this game with us, or are you watching different games?
Oh, somebody in the chat earlier answer what Swiss just said too. But somebody said, "Thank you for the recommendation of Jade Bar. It's a nice little spot, man. It's a great little spot. Jade Bar at Sanctuary. Fuck, I have a low battery, bro. We might have to pull yours up.
Yeah, that's fine.
How
much percent you got?
10.
Okay, I'll just play it as it lies.
Someone's watching the game. Someone's watching Bruins Lightning. Oh,
as we have a setup connection issue here. Stay with us.
Did I forget to pay the bill?
We'll be back.
How does he know I got gas?
On Roku.
These guys are good.
On a Vizio TV.
You forget to pay the gas bill?
That is bootlegged.
You forget to pay the gas bill again? I'm connected, bro.
Travis connected. ESPN.
People are in here not watching the game. That's what I like.
That's Ferda.
It is Ferda. Listen to our pod, dude. Our last pod was the biggest one of all time. We had 1,800. And I know the average person will be like, get a job. Oh, this did numbers. Some douchebag tweeted at us today. This did numbers. Yeah, I mean, we're just trying, we're grinding. I blocked him, actually. I haven't been blocking people at all.
Fucking just fucking blocked him.
I fucking blocked his ass, dude. I've been in a pissy mood today. I've been fucking blocking people. What game is this?
Devils Rangers, I think.
All right, Zendon's talking about chicks freaks.
Dude, there's nothing better than a freaky chick.
Okay, but he has an explanation. He said a few weeks ago I was talking in here. She's a 9. I'm a 6. Parentheses. All guys are 6s. You guys helped me cuff her up. She's not that freaky, but I feel in the coming weeks she might open up the can of worms. What do you mean? This all sounds like positive news to me, bro.
Yeah, and what she is comfortable with today is a different price the next day. So as long as you stay on it, and along the way, maybe you suggest different things you want to do. I don't want to get into the inner linings of what that is, but I bet as she's more open with you in her personality, it will transfer to your sleep number bed.
Yeah, that's fair. Hockey Night in Scottsdale road trip pod was top 3. Thank you. I got to ask you a question, Logan. Did you listen to the entire podcast? I'm just curious. I have a follow-up question. If you listen to half, that's fine. But by chance, did you listen to the whole podcast, like to the end? I'm just curious because I got a question. I got a questione.
Is Jimmy VC not?
He's scratched. He's healthy, I think. I just pinned our road trip podcast in my tweet. Check it out. Zenon, just eat her butt. Brian Boyle.
Ebbs and flows, folks. Ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys. Between the benches with Brian Boyle, who is dressed like he just got out of a New York City finance department selling private equity.
Okay, we have a couple of people in the chat that listen to the pod. Did you guys think the ending was funny? The last 20 minutes? Because I got a question. Because that's when I think we really started cooking, and then the laptop died. I was like, fuck, bro. We could have went another fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. It's all good, folks, other than this game hopefully not going to overtime. And we're going to go to a power play as Bastion, the old bastard, takes a tripping penalty. A little bit of a stick violation as Sheldon Keefe sends out his troops. And they're going to have a late penalty kill here at MSG. We'll see if Panarin can get it done again. But we're looking at here, Lazar wins the faceoff. And
damn,
Bastion.
A lot of people in here listen to the pod. Sometimes I'm like, whoa. Shout out AJ. Shout out Jacob Nod. Shout out fucking Gucci. You've been working on your golf game. No. The Lot Lizard segment was all time. Thank you. I think that was towards the end, right?
What was the Lot Lizard? Oh my God. Again, another pizza at the blue line. Dawson Mercer not able to find it. Wow. Jesus, what is going on? These guys are not even paying attention. They're just getting stripped like they're walking straight to Harlem through Central Park. I didn't know I was at 87th Street already. Is this the Bronx? No, baby. welcome to Harlem.
This is so funny. We're doing an altcast. We haven't talked about hockey since the first period.
Oh. Folks, we do have a power play here. If you're still tuning in, 8:44 remaining. That is and counting. Artemi Panarin high-stepping, twinkle-toeing, sends that puck back to what does the Fox say over to Alexei Lafranfurta, who is stood up by a pair of Devils. Jack Hughes into Jesper Bratt. Ooh, and a seeing eye shot. You got to know, fella. Shesterkin has a quick chest, but we're going to get another penalty. I think that's going to be another little bit of a makeup call, a stick.
Is eating
violation.
ass a real thing, or do people say it to sound cool? They definitely say it to sound cool, for sure.
Mucking ass?
Yeah, not many people muck ass for real.
That's kind of, yeah. I'll have to get into that. You just shower before, folks, if you're going to do it.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to fucking eat shit.
No. Like, you're literally, yeah. I mean, don't shit where you eat, right? And don't eat where you shit.
It's one of the old tales of time. It's one of the old, what do you call it? Adages?
Yeah. Ask Jeeves-ages, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that we had a pod. Yeah, I guess we're not good at promoting ourselves. Subscribe. If you're looking at this fucking screen, subscribe, please. I'm going to look and see if someone does it. Did the chicks leave? Yeah, I think the chicks left the chat.
The chicks are out of here, but you know what? The dudes are still here. That's the best thing is you can always trust the wrenches to be there in the trenches for you. Ooh, that was a good one.
The wrenches in the trenches.
Wrenches in the trenches. That's exactly what we're doing right now is we get a 2-on-1 developing kind of like a hurricane. Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Stumbling in. Chris Norman, Susie Quattro, and a fight broke out. Folks, we went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. My God. It's 2-on-1 in the corner like you're on a set somewhere at a Motel 6 getting paid $6,000 cash and your mom drops you off. We're doing a little bit of a fornicating over there. Pesci and Cully, Cotter and Carrick. And you know what? After all that, 41 seconds left on this 4-on-4.
Jacob, I appreciate that, bro. Because this year, Jacob said I was funny. I appreciate that. I've had a really fucking bad year. Probably the worst one of my life. But I'm just trying to get back to neutral here. I'm dealing with a lot of shit. Usually on the Rob Gucci show, I get like sometimes – I try not to get too personal, but I'll tell people, like, if I'm having a bad day, I'll just straight up be like, I'm having a bad day. I had a bad year. So thanks for the patience. I appreciate it. Thanks to Swish for the patience with me, but I feel like I'm getting back to neutral. So, yeah, I appreciate the compliment. I listened on Apple was funny. Yeah, everyone in the chat loved the pod. That's good shit.
Yeah, and share that pod, too, because not only was that one just a little bit off the rails, but it's unique. And it was on the road. I think we should do some more of those as we hit and pound more pavement like we will. Oh, yeah. But we're going to be live tomorrow too, folks, early in the morning. So before your bender starts on the weekend, you know, that pod, the last one we dropped will hold you over. It is lazy night. So check that out. If you haven't on ladies night, if you're not out, but tomorrow we will have a new pod for your chins. We'll be live again on all platforms. That includes YouTube. So,
Zenon Konopka might be the MVP of the chat tonight. And what an absolutely drastic comeback by him, who was suspended in the second period for chirping me because I was on my period in the first period. Or no, I suspended him in the first period.
Yep. And then he just came back, man.
And he is back.
Just down 2 sets to love. Barrels his way back right through the fucking grass courts of the All English Club.
Jacob Nod says, bro, dead ass. I've been obsessed with y'all lately. Like, I had to get on this live. You guys are incredible. Appreciate it, man. It seems like we're getting some new traction, new fans, new people that like our shit. That's cool.
And go over to HockeyNightInScottsdale.shop and check out our merch. We do have rope hats out there with a nice little patch. Those are legitimate, as well as the chin hats and sweatshirts and hoodies that we just put on. So if you want to be a part of our first pre-sale, again, stuff is ordered. It'll be with us in a couple of weeks. And then after that, it'll be sent to you. So people that have already ordered, you're going to get your stuff around February 1st. That's kind of in and around the date, maybe a few days after that. I don't want to guarantee that, but that should be right around that date. And again, we do have some more items still available to buy through the pre-sale. Not many. So if you want one and you want to have it guaranteed within the month, please go check that out. Hockey Night
Chicks in the chat.
.shop.
Chicks in the chat alert. It's just Brooke again.
Oh my God. It's chicks in the chat. Wait, everyone act cool.
Everyone, there's chicks in the chat.
Right.
Everyone calm the fuck down.
Tuck, yeah, do the old boner tuck where you put it in your waistband. Everyone act cool. We got an absolute smoke in the chat.
Rob Gucci, what makes a dad bad for you? Well, I'm suffering right now from a medical disease called TPD. It's tiny penis disease. So I'm just trying to battle through that. There's no cure, but there is an ailment. I can go to actually South America and get a shot directly in my ranch. So I'm just battling through that. Sandbagger was huge. I've been a fan ever since. That's good. That's good to hear, considering the comments weren't great, but it doesn't really matter.
No.
The comments don't fucking matter, dude.
No, it's all facade. It's all fake. Everything's fake. The internet's actually fake, and that's why it's funny when we just come on here and talk shit because nobody actually remembers what you say. You can call a guy something that rhymes with bag, and now we're best friends. There's chicks in here. Actually, the only time I get nervous is when there's hot chicks in here.
There's chicks in the chat. Everyone calm down.
Everyone just be cool, dude. Don't act like you're like some like cool dude, beauty. Like just act cool, bro. Be yourself.
Yeah. When's your ski video going up? So we had the review. I'll just be transparent with y'all since y'all are in here. There's like over 4 hours of footage, and we carved through an hour and a half of it today. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, somewhere in there. Again, we're just combing through it. Like we just got a Turkish implant. So it's thick, it's hairy, it's all good.
We're going to switch your laptop. I'm on 6.
Yeah.
We might ride it out, but overtime, I don't know.
I really don't want to do overtime, but I will.
We don't have to do overtime. You got to go too. I'm actually going to try to go to the gym, even though my head is. If I keep my chin tucked, I'll be fine. But
yeah, you have to stay tucked. The chin hats are available too on Hockey Night Scottsdale shop. They're actually fucking hilarious. Like you guys should go check them out. Go to the website.
I'm putting the link in.
And the orange ones are juicy. Like go buy a chin hat, man. It's like if you fuck with having a granite chin and you're always tucked, go get yourself a hat. It literally just says chin.
Bro, there's more chicks in the chat tonight. Everyone be cool. Everyone calm down.
Who's in here?
There's more.
I don't want to see her looking like this.
The amount of chicks in the chat tonight.
There's so many hot chicks in here tonight.
I might go out tonight.
Well, it's ladies' night. It makes sense. Why is there so many? Wait.
Oh, it's ladies' night. That's why.
Act cool, bro. Like,
everyone calm down.
Like, I don't want her to see me looking like this.
And also, if you're not subscribed, We're at 1839. Oh, we're at 1840.
Chicks in the chat merch would be that'd actually be hard.
That would be good merch.
Chicks in the chat.
Everyone calm down. There's chicks. Oh my god, I forgot. I have to record Rob Gucci show tonight too.
Dude,
fuck.
I can't even focus right now because I'm just there's so much just testosterone flowing. There's chicks in the chat.
Remember that one time at Hillstone the other night? We couldn't even talk. We were like in the middle of a conversation and like every girl was hot. Like it was actually insane. It was insane.
It wasn't even real life. It was the Twilight era.
And we were just looking at each other like we were talking, and then next thing you know, someone's gazing off the other way.
Dead sober.
Dead sober.
Not even remotely thinking about talking to a girl, just looking at them.
Chicks in the chat and chins in the chat. Chicks and chins.
Chicks and chins in the chat.
This kid just said, imagine throwing haymakers at the bar with a bright orange chin hat.
What'd he say?
Just picture that. Someone's in a hat that says chin.
Imagine throwing haymakers at the bar with a bright orange chin hat. Just catching a guy, just absolutely teeing off on a guy in a chin hat. We need that footage. We need someone fighting at an arena, just like those assholes in Philly the other night with a chin hat. That would make my life. Not saying I endorse fighting, but I do.
The official correspondent for chicks in the chat is currently Ashley. It was Brooke, but she is getting
score.
We don't have to do overtime, bro. We haven't even talked about hockey the whole time.
That's true. Go. Oh, I just feel bad for the people. But is anyone actually watching this game, or are we just talking about pussy and chicks in the chat?
We're having a hockey night episode. I feel bad for the people too, but we'll be back tomorrow with the same shit.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes this is just how it goes, dude. When the game is that boring, who cares? How long have we been rolling? 2 hours? Yeah, we're rolling.
Nobody's watching the game. Is anybody in this chat?
Chicks in the chat.
Poirier is an OG guy, bro. This guy was in the chat like October of 2024 or 23.
Chicks in the chat.
This guy doesn't even watch games. What a beauty. He's just in here for the love of hockey night.
I love that. This, I don't even know if you call altcast. It is an altcast. Is brought to you by Chicks in the Chat.
There are chicks. Should we do in-person pod tomorrow?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. I'd do it.
Should we do it right here?
Yeah.
That would actually be funny.
That would be funny.
Instead of over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if the lighting should be okay.
What time you want to do? Oh, at like 9?
Yeah. I've been in, yeah. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about maybe working out somewhere over here at like 7:30. I'd be done at 8:30, shower up. Could be here at like 9.
Yeah, I could do that.
9:15, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I got to
All
record.
Right. We're going to go 9:15 then. 9:15.
9. You guys heard it here first. Tomorrow, 9 Arizona time, which is fucking, I don't even know what time.
Thank you for being a part of Hockey Night in Scottsdale's first business meeting live on the call.
Yep, that is true. We got another person subscribed. Thank you, 1841. Yo, get us to fucking 2K.
Yo, if someone buys if someone buys 2 chin hats right now, I'll throw you a butter golf hat.
That's a good deal.
So it's buy 2, get 1 free, is what it is. But you're gonna get a butter golf hat. So you gotta buy 2 chin hats, and then you'll get a butter golf hat. I don't know if you want to take me up on that, but that's my offer right now.
The offer is on the table.
If you want the offer, 2 Hockey Night in Scottsdale chin hats will get you 1 butter golf hat.
And the offer is going to go away soon for 100% equity stake in Chin Hat Company.
Konopka's been an MVP tonight. He wants a 1 and a 2-way deal. So I'm assuming he wants 1 chin hat. How about if you bought 1 rope hat Hockey Night and 1 chin, and I threw you a butter golf hat? I'm willing to do that too. I don't know if that's meeting in the middle, but that's the offer. Is it a good offer? It's not bad. You're getting
That's a good offer.
$44 for the price of $66 of merch.
Guys, I want this chat to be buzzing tomorrow the same that it's buzzing tonight. This has been one of the best chats of all time.
Yeah, I mean, like who said that? If you're thinking about it, you're basically getting paid to wear 3 hats. That's the best way I've ever have it explained. 100%, buddy. I like how you think. I like how you do business. Tomorrow, 9 or 9:15 Mountain Standard. So that's going to be 11 on the East Coast. That's 10 Central. That's fucking right on your jaw at 8 if you're smoking in Cali. Not literally smoking from the fires. Billy Joel, we didn't start the fire. We hope all those people are well, but the boys were in that exact, relative area.
Oh, dude, I have my laptop charger tonight. Am I an idiot?
We are at 4%, but we only have 1:38 remaining.
Yeah, why am I even doing that?
And you know what? I don't think we're going to do OT. I think we're just going to save it for tomorrow. And you know what? Hopefully this game ends in a way fans want it to end, depending on your side, because with all due respect, I don't give a shit.
We're going to be sitting live tomorrow from this ISIS step. We really need our setup to get going.
We need some money.
We need money.
If you're listening out here, Raising Cane's, any of these fucking brands, fuck it, eh?
We need some fucking money.
I'm like 7-Eleven. I'm always open. Give me a call. We're grinding. We're in the goddamn trenches with our wrenches up. Like, fuck. Come on, Jack Hughes. Do something that Lily Dunn's going to just want to whack you from the back.
You think he could steal her from Paul Skies, whatever his name is?
Yeah, probably. If you wanted.
Baseball guys versus hockey guys.
Classic. Baseball
It's an
dudes
absolute classic.
losing out to hockey guys. It's happened once. It'll happen again. Under a minute to go, and Sam Rosen sounds tired. Sam, buddy, get yourself somewhere warm. Bob Gucci, is that enough? And he wants to get high.
I'm not even that big of a stoner, dude. Everyone's gonna think I'm a fucking huge stoner.
Wonder what it could be. Lighting up before a stream ends. Wonder why everyone thinks I'm a stoner.
I don't think anyone thinks that.
For sure.
No. You think people think I'm a stoner?
Oh,
I don't smoke. I smoke a joint at night every other night.
I sound offended about it. I was just kidding.
I'm not offended. I'm saying you think that people think that I'm a stoner. I don't even care what people think.
No,
A lot of people think I'm a cokehead.
They do.
I wonder what it could be.
wonder what it could be. My tweets for the last 10 years, but Bob Gucci, narcotic-free, booze-free, folks. This is always free over here at Hockey Night Scottsdale. It is going to come to an end of regulation. And we do apologize, but we do have to run off the call. We've been with you for about 2 hours now. I'm sad. We're going to have to miss OT. I do apologize. But, Bob, I got to go meet my asshole buddy, Uncle Rico, who's been drunk since I picked him up yesterday. So, folks, thank you. As always, please go to our YouTube, like, subscribe. Go over to HockeyNightInScottsdale.shop. Buy the merch. Again, the offer is on the table. If you buy 2 items, I will send you a Butter Golf item. I'm basically paying you to wear it. We love you. Good night. We will see you tomorrow, 9 or 9:15 Mountain Standard.
Yo,
fighting.
205 comments. That's a record, by the way.
Let's get it to 2,000 next time.
2,000. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.